What's up guys, Bluddshed here. Today we're going to talk about how to progress in Lost Ark. I get this question on stream every single day, like, Blood, how do I get to tier 3? Like, what's the level path, the progression? So we're going to hopefully alleviate that in this video today. This will be a nice beginner's guide overview to Lost Ark, so sit back, enjoy. A like on the video is always appreciated. It helps the channel grow immensely, so thank you for that. They announced back in January that we are in fact getting the start of tier 3 at launch. So I've been trying to fix some of my old videos where I said we're only getting tier 1 because that's what we all assumed. But yes, we're getting Papunica. That's where I am right now, in the beautiful island in Papunica, going swimming with the locals, enjoying the sun. All right, let's bring out the old drawing pen. So your first goal is to get to level 50. Okay, so you start out around Lintera, you go to Tortic, you head up here, and then boom, in this zone, Arthentine, whatever the hell you say it, you hit level 50. So congratulations, you're in the end game now. Like we talked about in our level guide, all you have to do is follow the main story quest to 50, and you should hit it right here, and then they send you over to Burn. So from here, you have two options. You can start doing endgame, since you're in the endgame now, we talked about it. You can go through the checklist, right? We have a daily checklist, weekly vendor, bloodshed.com. It's on the website, link in the description if you guys need access to this. I'm updating this constantly. So if you do dailies, it really depends on your game time. You know, do you hit 50 late at night? You only have 30 minutes to an hour left. Then you should probably bang these out before you go to bed, right? Let's say you've been popping Red Bull all night and you're ready to go. You still got hours left to game. Well, then you might want to just continue doing the story. As long as you do those dailies before the nightly reset, then you're okay. I guess that's why they're called daily, so you should do them daily. Because there's two thought processes is why I'm getting into it. So you hit 50, you go to Burn, you actually get gear from Burn, right? And then they send you to Sureshire in the cold, frozen north, and you actually get gear in Sureshire. So you don't need to do your dailies, or you can get through the game without doing them. The reason why you would save it is because you only get a few a day to do, like we talked about. They're daily. And the longer you wait, the bigger the rewards you get. As you go up in gear score, you get more and more rewards for that. I'll probably do 1 or 2 chaos dungeons right when I hit 50 for that sweet power boost, just because I'm addicted to the power. But I can see the thought process of waiting and just kind of trucking your way through the content. It's not difficult to level either way. I just definitely notice right when I hit 50 on a fresh character and I do because one chaos dungeon, you might get some items, you know, 1 or 2 chaos dungeons, and then I'll save the other daily tasks for later on. That's my strat, but whatever you decide is totally cool with me. And then eventually you head over to Rohindale, like we talked about in our how to get to Rohindale video. And this is tier 1, right? So we'll put it right here. This would be T1. Then we'll make tier 2 orange. It starts off in Yorn. They eventually send you down here to Yorn, really close by. And then from Yorn, you go over to Payton, like so. And then we'll make tier 3 red. And then you head down from wherever you are, I guess, in the world. Then you head down to Papunica. That's where we are currently. You can see our little marker down here. This would be T3, essentially T1, T2, T3. In tier 2, you start getting tripod gems and test paths and things like that. So as you progress more and more, you get access to more and more features. It's almost like different expansion levels, different big giant patches that they had in the game. Along the way, okay, along this pathway on your way to tier 3, you're gonna hit gear score breakpoints. Like they're gonna say, you can't go to T2 until you have 600 gear score. You can't go to tier 3 until you have 1100 gear score. And there's even mini breakpoints within the maps, like from Burn to Sureshire. Burn is this middle one right here. So from Burn to Sureshire, you even need a gear score. Like they start right away. You just open up your character sheet and you can see your gear score right here. You get your gear score by getting gear and upgrading your gear. You upgrade your gear in every major town with this equipment polish kind of hammer right here. It might have a different name on NAEU, but this is the icon. I'm assuming that's not going to change whatsoever. You just click on your gear, click upgrade. It shows you what you need. For reference, it says tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. These are also referred to as leap stones. These are the hard ones to get. I mean, everything is difficult, but these are the ones that are going to stop you from upgrading your gear and getting to that next breakpoint, right? So, and then you have weapon crystal 1, weapon crystal 2. It even says tier 2 underneath it, tier 3, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Okay, so these are the items you need to get to tier 2. These are the items you need to get to tier 3. So it's pretty straightforward. So whenever you see these on a quest or a daily quest, these are going to be very important to complete because this is the hardest thing to get, at least at first. Eventually in tier 3, you're going to need gold and all kinds of stuff, but this guide's mostly from tier 1 to tier 3, right? So we talked about the level path of how you're going to progress to tier 3. We talked about all these breakpoints that you're going to get along the way, these gear score breakpoints that's going to stop you. So how do you get items to upgrade your gear? The first way you can get materials to get to the next breakpoint is to do your daily and weeklies and hit up all the different vendors that are available, right? So for running chaos dungeons, you get mats and engravings and gear. For your guild quests, supporting your guild, you get currency for mats and cubes and path tickets. For PvP, you can turn in your materials and get mats, so you can see how it goes, right? Here's some islands down here that are popular also. So this is the first thing you hit up typically. Also, the right side of the map is really good for tier 1 islands. There's tons, there's like 90 plus islands in the game, and you can hit up all the different islands for all types of different rewards. If you're in tier 2, tier 3, make sure you hit up the left side of the map just as a easy reference, right? Because they have higher gear score requirements like 960 versus on this side, they're lower like 250. So once you do your dailies and you do a bunch of islands, like that should be able to get you to the next point in progression. I will have an island guide before launch on my favorite islands to do. There's a lot to choose from, so maybe I can help narrow it down in a video. So I'll go into more detail for that in a couple days. You might also notice that 50 is endgame, but I'm level 52 on this particular character. You are gonna need XP levels to progress like later in tier 3. Like certain things are locked until character level 55, right? Your character must reach level 55 to improve this skill. So this becomes important again later on. You get XP by, doing all the activities we talked about from the checklist, doing your islands, doing various things in the world. And in your stronghold, there's a way to get XP from that. So I'll probably have a separate video because a lot of this is a lot of information to digest. But this video is to get to T1 to T3, and this should get you to T3. Hopefully this video helped you out. Remember, a like on the video really does help me out as well. That's going to be all for me today. I got to get to making more videos. I got to get to streaming. I'll see you guys live, twitch.tv/bloodshed. Peace.